Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Gabby and today I'll be showing you my July TBR. Maybe I'll read more books than this. Maybe I'll read not these books. Maybe, I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out. But these are what I'm planning to read in July. So there's 4 books here and I'll be showing you them and kind of telling you what they're about. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, y'all, so the first book on my TBR list for this month is Happy Place by Emily Henry. And I've had this book for a hot minute because I really wanted to read it. So I went to Barnes & Noble and bought it, and then I never ended up reading it. But we move on. So I'll read the back of it and tell you what it's about. Okay, guys, don't mind if I say these names wrong. It's okay. Harriet and Wynne have been the perfect couple since they met in college. They go together like salt and pepper, honey and tea, lobster and rolls. Except now, for reasons they're still not discussing, they don't. They broke up 5 months ago and still haven't told their best friends, which is how they find themselves sharing a bedroom at the main cottage that has been their friend group's yearly getaway for the last decade. Their annual place from the world, where for one vibrant, blissful week, they leave behind their daily lives, have copious amounts of cheese, wine, and seafood, and soak up the salty coastal air with people who understand them most. Only this year, Harriet and Wynne are lying through their teeth while trying not to notice how desperately they still want each other, because the cottage is for sale, and this is the last week they'll have together in this place. They can't stand to break their friends' hearts, so they'll play their parts. Harriet will have the driven, surgical resident who never starts a fight, and Wynne will be the laid-back charmer who never cracks the shell. It's a flawless plan, if you look at it from a great distance and through a pair of sunscreen-smeared sunglasses. After years of being in love, how hard can it be to fake it for 1 week, in front of those who know you best? So that's a little bit of what Happy Place is about. I actually attempted to read this book, and I read it for like 3 pages and then moved on to a different book. So I have not given this book a chance, but I just read Book Lovers by Emily Henry and I really liked it, so I think I need to give this an actual chance and try reading it all the way through, because it's like a summer vibe, which I really like. All these books are actually like very summer focused. Maybe that's the vibe I'm going for this month, but yeah, that's the first book. Okay, so the next book that is on my list for this month is The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. I actually think I said that one right this time. And I've had this on my shelf for like 2 years maybe. Yeah, 2 years, I think. And I just have never picked it up, never gave it a chance. And I thought, it's summer, why not try this? So I don't even remember what this is about, so we're gonna read this together. Olive is used to being the unlucky twin. From inexplicable mishaps to a recent layoff, her life seems to be almost comically jinxed. By contrast, her sister Amy is an external champion. She even managed to finance her entire wedding by winning a slew of contests. Unfortunately for Olive, the only thing worse than constant bad luck is having to spend the wedding day with the best man and her nemesis, Ethan Thomas. Olive braces herself for the wedding hell, determined to put on a brave face, but when the entire wedding party gets food poisoning, the only people who aren't affected are Olive and Ethan. Suddenly, there's a free honeymoon up for grabs, and Olive will be damned if Ethan gets to enjoy paradise solo. Agreeing to a temporary truce, the pair head for Maui. After all, 10 days of bliss are worth having to assume the role of loving newlyweds, right? But the weird thing is, Olive doesn't mind playing pretend. In fact, the more she pretends to be the luckiest woman alive, the more it feels like she might. Okay, this seems really good, and I really struggled to read the back of that for some reason. And I may be slightly dyslexic, and I don't mean that offensively. I genuinely just had a really, really tough time reading that. But, yeah, this seems like a really good book, and I'm excited to read it. The third book in my TBR list for this month is People We Met on Vacation by Emily Henry. I know there's a lot of Emily Henry books around me this month and week, but honestly, I'm really loving her books. and want to give them a shot. So they're all very summer vibes, but I've also had this on my shelf for like 2 years. But I decided I think it's time to give this a try. And it's not too long of a book. I like how her books are like all kind of the same size. But anyways, I'll read the back and see what this is about. Poppy and Alex, Alex and Poppy. They have nothing in common. She's a wild child and he wears khakis. He prefers to stay home with a book, and somehow, ever since a fateful car share home from college many years ago, they are the very best friends. For most of the year, they live far apart. She's in New York City and he's in their small hometown, but every summer for a decade, they have taken one glorious week of vacation together until 2 years ago, they ruined everything. They haven't spoken since. Poppy has everything she should want, but she's stuck in a rut. When someone asks when she was last truly happy, she knows without a doubt it was on that last, ill-fated final trip with Alex. Do not jump up there. Sorry, guys. Otis really likes to get in the way of my videos, but we're just gonna pretend like he didn't. Where was I? Ill-fated. Wait, did I say that already? Without a doubt, it was on that ill-fated final trip with Alex, and so she decides to convince her best friend to take one more vacation together. Lay everything on the table, make it right. Miraculously, he agrees. Now she has 1 week to fix everything. If only she can get around the one big truth that has stood quietly in the middle of their seemingly perfect relationship. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, little friends to lovers, enemies to lovers vibe, I think. This seems cute, and I also had a really hard time reading the back of that book. I think it's because I'm filming and like actually like reading out loud. Like when I read out loud, I really struggle. Okay, y'all, so the last book on my TBR for this month is Allie Hazelwood's new book called Problematic Summer Romance. So I just bought this yesterday, and I literally need to read this ASAP. I literally love Allie Hazelwood's book. She's literally one of my favorite authors. I've read a lot of her books. So if you watch my 5-star books, there's some Allie Hazelwood in there. Okay, so I've only read the back of this once, so let's read it twice. Also, guys, disclaimer, I'm going to botch the name on this because I tried yesterday and I can't say her last name. So we're going to try it anyways. Maya Kilgore is 23 and still in the process of figuring out her life. Connor Harkness is 38 and Maya can't stop thinking about him. It's such a cliche. It almost makes her heart implode. Older man and younger woman. Successful biotech guy and a struggling grad student. Brother's best friend and a girl he never knew existed. Connor loves to remind her the power dynamic is too imbalanced. Any relationship between them would be problematic in too many ways to count, and Maya should get over him. After all, he has made it clear that he wants her gone from his life. Whoa. But not everything is as it seems, and cliches sometimes become plot twists. When Maya's brother decides to get married, she and Connor end up stuck together in a romantic Sicilian villa for over a week. There, on the beautiful coast between ancient ruins, delicious foods, and natural caves, Maya realizes that Connor might be hiding something from her. And when the destination wedding begins to erupt out of control, she decides that one summer fling might just be what she needs, even if it's a problematic one. Brother's best friend, older man. I'm gonna eat this up. Sorry the camera keeps moving. My cat's like on this thing that my camera's on, and it's not the greatest. Okay, y'all, sorry. I think this was a short video. I mean, I yapped a lot in this, but I'm pretty sure this was a short video. But here are the 4 books that I will be reading. And I'm also reading The Nanny right now by Laura something. And that's also going to be in my book that is coming out soon. That's only reading blue books for a week. So that will be posted soon. So keep your eye open for that. Anyways, these are the books, and I hope you enjoyed watching me yap about my TBR this month. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!